Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't see you there. The name's Gatsby. Jay Gatsby. I'm a bit of a dreamer. Got my head in the clouds and my eyes on that elusive green light. Do you see it, old sport? Say, do you need a loan? I could float you a little.
Sure.
Hello, and welcome to the Pearl on Main and the ICS performances of both Booklovers and Emma the Musical. Please silence your telephones and refuse any wires from New York. And I beg of you, no flash photography. Now, sit tight and enjoy the sights and sounds of Booklovers and Emma the Musical.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hi.
I just cataloged and shelved some new Harlequin romances if you're interested.
Ew, gross. No.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know why I said that. So stupid.
Romance. I like whodunits. With the body a suspect and clue, I'll figure who done it, who did it, before the book is through. Give me Agatha Christie or Arthur Conan Doyle, but romance is just mystery to me. Or maybe sci-fi, with some robots and monkeys in space, all sorts of destruction and mayhem that ends the human race. Give me Atwood and Butler and Isaac Asimov, but romance is so alien to me. Romance is such a blatant condescension. I'm far too clever for that trap. I need excitement, I need intrigue, but love just makes me want to nap. How about adventure? With some magic, a dragon, a quest. I'd rather have hobbits than princes, unless the kingdom's far west. I want Tolkien and Martin and all their extra R's, but romance is just fantasy to me. Romance is such a silly old convention where lovers pick heather and wuthering weather. They simper, they sigh, they ask the stars why. They wish and they wonder till thoughts never asunder. It's just a spell they're falling under. Give me a thriller. Make me scream out and cry out and squeal. I want to feel something, even if it isn't real. Pick me up and shock me and shake me to my core. But romance is a mystery, so alien, just fantasy. Yes, romance is a mystery to me.
Methinks this lady doth protest too much.
Oh, she's in love.
My dear lady, fret no longer.
Oh, gosh. Who are you guys?
Literature's most famous lovers.
Juliet, pleased to meet you.
Helen.
Of Troy? Wow, you are beautiful.
Yes, I know.
Oh, and you're Cyrano.
I see my nose isn't the only thing that precedes me.
What are you guys doing here?
Here to help you in some matter of the heart.
I don't have any matters of the heart.
Then wherefore art thou so sad?
I'm not sad.
Where is he?
Over there in the periodicals. I'm in love. What do I do?
You woo.
What?
Whoa.
Whoa. Oh, it's easy.
Woo him my way.
Just be witty. Use your words to show you're clever. Pour your heart out. Make it smart. Write a letter full of flares and pretty nothings, but don't sign it. Hide your heart with a little ink and the flourish of your pen. You could win 100 men. Hide in a bush. Don't show your face. Be funny and cunning to make his heart race. For homely and ugly and monstrous and beastly sends him chasing far from you. So be witty.
She's a perfectly lovely girl. Don't listen to him. Woo him my way. Just be pretty. Flip your hair and bat your lashes. Give a shimmy. That's the plan. Then you giggle. Pinch your cheeks and stir up trouble. Just be pretty. Get your man. With a little wink and a pucker of the lips, you can sink 1,000 ships. Watch the men fight, see how they brawl, all sweaty and dirty and caught in your thrall, clashing and bashing and spitting and biting and crawling after you. If you're pretty, woo him my way, and to whisk you off to Paris for the weekend.
Paris,
Woo
ew.
him my way. Well, what's your way?
Just kill yourself. With a little drink of a poison from a plant, you can stop your heart. First you cough, then you choke, then you're gasping, then you croak, but not. Here's a dagger.
No.
Woo him my way, and to whisk you off to Paris for the weekend. Woo him my way,
And your love will live forever. It's a knot that can't be severed.
woo him my way.
And your love will be a secret for the keeping.
Woo him my way.
Just be witty.
Just be pretty.
Woo him my way.
Hester Prynne, get back in your book.
My way. Now, go get him.
Oh, but that is all such terrible advice. Cyrano, Roxanne loved you. All you had to do was tell her you wrote the letters. And Juliet, you didn't have to die.
But my love lives forever.
Looks like someone has been reading those romances after all.
That's not romance, that's tragedy. You all made terrible decisions.
I didn't make a decision. I was stolen away. Love doesn't have to be a tragedy. You get to decide how your story goes. You could rewrite the story, give us all a new chance. We deserve a better ending to our tragic romance. Maybe love isn't stolen or or a hope that falls through. Wanna see a happily after, 'cause it's long overdue.
If you rewrite the story, maybe love doesn't hide. Shove it right out in the open. Look with eyes open wide.
With a little revision, maybe love doesn't slay. And if you let it bleed a little, well, I guess that's okay.
What if he doesn't return my affection? Oh gosh, what if he laughs in my face? So what? No big deal, it's cool, I'm great. I'll just turn around, walk out the door, change my name, move out of state.
You can do this.
So you rewrite your story, take hold of the pen, and if you don't get what you're after, then rewrite it again. Gonna rewrite my story, gonna switch up the plot, gonna take a chance on romance if I'm ready or not.
Hi, Charlotte.
There comes one moment once, and God help those who pass that moment by.
What?
Nothing, I just...
Oh dear.
I'm so sweaty.
Oh dear.
Oh, don't look at me. I'm a monster. Yes, 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 yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I got you this chalice.
Well done, Squire.
If you rewrite the story, pursue a romance, then your happily ever after won't be just circumstance. Sometimes love can be magic, sometimes mysteries are solved, so it's a little bit scary, but take the chance, take the chance, take the chance, take the chance.
Hello, I'm Emma Woodhouse. I enjoy the best blessings of existence, and I find there is very little to vex or distress me.
Isn't she clever, rich, and pretty?
My father and I live in the town of Highbury, where our families afforded no equals.
Boys a wonder to behold. She is pure perfection, she needs no correction.
Happy day, Miss Miss Taylor, my former governess and best friend in the world, has just become Mrs. Weston.
This is all you're doing, Emma.
You are very kind, but love is an even stronger force than myself.
You are being too modest.
Yes, that is my greatest fault.
Miss Woodhouse of Hartfield, she is our saving grace.
Our Queen Anne's light
Shine is all the perfect skies, all of all, and the gleam in our eye.
This is most distressing indeed.
Papa, can I not persuade you to be happy?
Why do young people have to get married?
You would not have our new Mrs. Weston live with us forever and bear all my odd humors when she could have a house of her own.
I like things as they are.
She deserves her own happiness now.
She was happy here.
Do you not think I'm too old for a governess?
I don't like change.
So, how did you all behave at the wedding?
Mr. Knightley, so nice of you to call.
Hello, Mr. Knightley.
Emma? Come, I want answers. Who shed the most tears?
The bride, poor Mrs. Weston.
Poor Emma is more like it. She is sorry to lose such a companion.
You're simply jealous because I have made a success of matchmaking.
Matchmaking? You simply said to yourself one idle day, I think it would be a very good thing for Miss Taylor if Mr. Weston were to marry her. That's all you did.
According to you, Mr. Knightley loves to find fault with me. His brother is married to my sister, and we always say what we like to one another.
Emma knows I never flatter her.
Or I him. I made the match myself.
I think not.
Point of fact.
I'm unconvinced.
Who could leave such things to chance when I can be exact? My judgment has proven correct.
With all due respect, I would beg to object.
I made the match myself.
In your mind.
I joined their hands.
No, still not true.
They're happily united.
Yes, but not because of you.
Couldn't you offer some praise?
I offer the truth, you can't have it both ways.
Please don't speak.
I wouldn't get in a word
I can't be
edgewise.
bored to death
I
by
would try to
your
scold
critique.
you, but you're not
Do
even
I not
listening.
get credit for inviting them together and
ado
managing the seating,
about you.
encouraging their friendship, and all while I was eating?
Emma.
Clearly I made the match myself.
Yes, so you keep repeating.
What about our new vicar, Mr. Elton? It would be a shame to have him single any longer. I must make a match for him.
Emma.
Harriet Smith is someone I have long held an interest in. She may be a parlor boarder and not remarkably clever, but I believe with the benefit of my guidance, I can make her deserving of a man of Mr. Elton's esteem.
Yes, I have every faith in your ability to meddle where you do not belong.
I'll make the match myself.
God forbid.
No task so great.
That poor man.
I'll ask her and I'll hand her to him on a silver plate.
I can
It's
assure you he'll find
glorious,
a wife
it's crystal
himself.
clear.
May I
Now
just
he
say,
has me
yes
too.
to
Pity
interfere.
that you do not see what I do. Yes, I could make a match for even you.
All you did was make a lucky guess, Emma.
Oh, Miss Woodhouse, isn't it a lovely party?
Yes, Miss Bates.
I was just telling Mother the other day that I do hope it does not rain, as Mother is just getting over a mild cold, and the damp air could irritate her nose and throat. Irritate your nose and throat, Mother. Oh, and we just received a letter from Jane. It was over 3 pages in length. 3 pages in length, Mother.
Jane Fairfax, Miss Bates' orphan niece. Every letter from her is read 40 times over.
Relations.
We love them so emphatically.
Relations.
We see them so sporadically.
And though they behave erratically, we love them as they are.
Relations.
Or best to love them from afar.
It is always news whenever Mr. Weston receives a letter from his son, the esteemed Frank Churchill. I've been hearing of him my entire life, but he has yet to actually pay his father a visit.
What does he write?
He expresses his excitement at coming to visit,
Good news indeed.
although I do admit to being skeptical regarding the certainty of the visit.
Patience, my dear. My sister is not a well woman.
Yes, but her illness seems to only occur at her own convenience.
Relations.
We love them with sincerity.
Relations.
We write with regularity.
We keep them for posterity.
But one cannot deny
Relations.
they are with us till they die.
Relations, complications, very ill-timed situations. Relations.
The weak of heart need not apply.
And yet there are those that do not have relations, nor know not who their relations are. Mr. Elton, I wonder if I might oblige you to do me a favor.
For you, Miss Woodhouse, no favor is too great.
Well, I've just had the pleasure of meeting a most engaging young woman. Her name is Harriet Smith. I wonder if I might encourage you to look after her this evening. I'm afraid she doesn't know us all here.
It would give me very great pleasure to perform so humble a service for you, Miss Woodhouse.
Relations, might not theoretical. Relations, my station hypothetical, and circumstance regrettable. My person undefined.
Relations.
They're always leaving you behind.
Relations, complications, variations of gradations. Relations.
I wonder what became of mine.
Emma,
And yet there are some relations that are just impossible to make sense of.
I just received news that my brother and his family are going to Plymouth for the summer.
Yes, I've just heard the same news. Since Mr. Knightley's brother is married to my sister, I'm not quite sure what that makes him to me.
Relations, related accidentally. Relations, but family fundamentally.
And yet coincidentally, we're shaken to our cores.
Relations,
Relations. Relations are best when they're not yours.
Now that you've finished your education, Miss Smith, what are your plans?
I'm hoping to spend the summer again with the Martins of Abbey Mill Farm.
They rent the farm from Mr. Knightley, do they not?
Yes, Mr. Robert Martin speaks very highly of Mr. Knightley.
Ah, I see you're getting acquainted with my new friend, Miss Smith.
She is a dear.
Everyone in Highbury knows Miss Woodhouse. I have long admired her. It's an honor to have finally made your acquaintance.
And it is my honor, Miss Smith, to introduce you to our new vicar, Mr. Elton.
A pleasure, Miss Smith.
Yes, thank you. I mean, very much pleased to meet you very much as well.
Her grammar can be improved, but her hair is perfect.
I see someone's been busy.
I see someone's been watching.
I always enjoy seeing an artist at work, even an amateur one at that,
Oh, Miss Woodhouse, do you paint?
I'm afraid not very well.
to say the least.
Well, I've been known to dabble a little myself. Perhaps I could persuade you to sit for me sometime.
I'm afraid I would make a poor subject. But I dare say Miss Smith would make a most excellent model for your endeavors. Do you not agree, Mr. Elton?
Yes. But might I suggest that Miss Woodhouse be the artist? With beauty of that of Miss Smith, a more gifted hand is needed.
He likes her, she likes him. I could be a genius. He's proper, she's simple and charming. He's lonely, she's humble. I'm awed by my talent. He loves her, or is likely to in time. They're absolutely perfect. I see them in the chapel. I see sunlight dapple upon her fair skin. I'll merely give her guidance, just make a small suggestion. So if he should ask the question, she'll know to say yes, for she will impress if I can finesse. So, you really don't know who your parents are?
I've no idea.
So for all you know, you could be of royal blood.
I have never thought of it like that.
Your father, perhaps a lord or viceroy.
Or a musician!
Oh, never a musician. Unless that is his hobby. Can you imagine a musician earning the respect of good society?
I suppose not. The only other people I've ever known are the Martins.
The Martins? Of Abbey Mill Farm, the farmers?
They have 8 cows, one a little Welsh cow, a very pretty Welsh cow indeed.
Charming.
And then there is Mr. Martin. Once he had gone 3 miles to bring me some walnuts just because he had heard that I was fond of them. Isn't that so very sweet?
Heartbreaking.
Miss Woodhouse, look, it's Mr. Martin.
She's eager, he's common. She must be instructed. I'll make her a gentleman's daughter.
I brought a bag of seeds.
Yes, I will improve her. I'll form her opinions, for she needs me more than she knows.
Isn't that the most wonderful coincidence?
I should say so.
What did you think of him?
I had imagined him, I confess, a degree or two near gentility.
I suppose he is not as genteel as a real gentleman.
Precisely. He could never be as fine a gentleman as Mr. Knightley, or have the openness or the good humor as, say, Mr. Elton.
Yes, I think I see that now.
In fact, Mr. Elton asked after you the other day.
Really? He did?
She's easy to alter, so open and willing, so lucky to have me to guide her. Her taste is deficient, my work is enormous, but I am obliged to succeed. The future Mrs. Elton, so beautiful and proper, now nothing can stop her from marital bliss. And then I'll match another, a cousin or a brother. I'll match them with each other, no task is too great, for anything goes. Why choose your own mate when I can impose? It's my simple call to duty to mix elite with beauty. Service is my only creed, and someone else's happiness is all the reward I need. Harriet Smith's intimacy at Hartfield is soon a settled thing. I am endeared by her sweet, docile, and grateful disposition to be guided by myself, and she appears to be totally free of conceit. However does she manage it?
Isn't it lovely? If only Jane were here. She is such an expert artist. I was just telling Mother the other day that no one has the artistic facilities of Jane. She's quite the prodigy of painting.
She paints, she writes poetry, she plays the piano forte. There's hardly room for the rest of us to exhibit any skill at all.
May I peek?
Patience, Mr. Elton. Although I warn you, I am not a great artist.
We shall see about that.
Emma never submits to anything requiring patience or industry. Most of her portraits are incomplete, as I recall.
Yes, but that is because they were always of husbands and wives, who I could not persuade to sit still with so many children about.
Well, besides the Westons, there are no husbands and wives here. At least, not yet.
Very good, Emma. The expression of the eye is most correct, but Miss Smith has not those eyebrows or eyelashes.
She's going to catch a death of cold with wearing that little shawl around her.
Papa, it is summer. She will not catch cold.
But there is a draft.
We are all right.
We shall all catch colds and die.
I cannot wait any longer. A miracle has happened. What a thing of wonder. This defies description, but in my opinion, a miracle has happened. Something so surprising. Her beauty and your talent leave me circumspect and humble. It's no less than genius. A work of art. And art has a habit of inhabiting the heart.
Oh, I agree. A miracle has happened. Someone sees your talent, itself a revelation unimagined in my lifetime. It's certainly a wonder, and maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't think I've had enough to drink to see the genius. It's not a Da Vinci or Raphael, or even in proportion as far as I can tell.
Absurd! She glows.
She does not glow.
More beautiful than a summer rose.
What is that spot upon her nose?
Her radiant eyes, her perfect lips.
That is her nose. For what I'm looking at is strange and odd, and oh my God! Did you cut off her ear?
Well, perhaps just part of the ear.
Miracles can happen. Men can have dementia.
I'm overcome with happiness.
I'm bursting with reluctance. Miracles can happen.
Whatever your opinion,
it is my opinion that your eyesight needs adjustment.
Art can be rewarding if done with grace.
This seems to look more like Mr. Elton's face.
That's really very rude.
The likeness is rather subdued. A miracle has happened.
Yes, a miracle has happened.
Let's just hope that it's not reviewed.
The longer I consider it, the more it appeals to me. Mr. Elton is the person I am most fixed on for Harriet. His situation is suitable, and I imagine he has an acceptable income, and he is much admired, though not by me. But I've heard others say that he is very well-meaning.
Mr. Whitehouse, you'll never guess what has happened. He has proposed.
Already?
Yes.
Oh, this is excellent news. Oh, the dear man. A letter is a most respectable means of proposal. But this is from Mr. Robert Martin.
Yes.
I was rather under the assumption that the letter might have been from Mr. Elton.
Mr. Elton? No, I had not thought of that. Is it a good letter?
Yes, a very good letter. His sister must have helped him.
What shall I do?
You must answer it, of course.
Yes, but what shall I say? Oh, Miss Woodhouse, do advise me.
I cannot give you my opinion except to say that I would be disappointed if you were to say yes. I say this to you as a friend, but do not imagine that I want to influence you.
So, you think that I should say no? I had no notion that he liked me so very much.
Not for the world would I advise you either way. You must be the judge of your own happiness. If you are absolutely sure that you prefer Mr. Martin to every other person in the world, if you think him the most agreeable man you have ever met or are likely to ever meet, then why should you hesitate?
Miss Woodhouse, as you will not give me your opinion, I must do as well as I can by myself. And I have now quite determined, and really almost made up my mind, to refuse Mr. Martin. Do you think that I am right?
Oh, Harriet, now that you have come to this decision by yourself, I can tell you now what I could not tell you before, which is to say that you are perfectly right in refusing Mr. Martin.
I am.
And I would add, with no reservation of my own, that I would not be surprised if you were to soon get the same sort of letter from Mr. Elton.
She refused him.
That is my understanding.
The young man came to me for counsel, and while I had some apprehension about the girl being worthy of him, I dare say I approved the union. But now I see she is a greater simpleton than I originally believed.
Yes, it is always incomprehensible to a man that a woman should ever refuse an offer of marriage. A man always expects a woman to be ready for anybody who asks her.
Nonsense. A man imagines no such thing. But what is the meaning of this? Harriet Smith refusing Robert Martin. Madness. I hope you are mistaken.
I saw her answer. Nothing could be clearer.
You saw her answer? You mean you wrote her answer? This is your doing, isn't it, Emma?
What if it is? I do not feel I have done wrong. Mr. Martin is a very respectable young man, but he is not Harriet's equal.
Not her equal? She's the natural daughter of nobody. She's lucky for him, pity's sake. She's the natural daughter of nobody. All she can hope for is someone to love her. Is that such a tragic mistake? Though she is pretty and somewhat endearing, I beg you to listen and stop interfering, and do not infer that because she's your friend, he's not worthy of her.
What? You think a farmer a good match for my intimate friend? Mr. Martin may be the richer of the two, but he is undoubtedly her inferior in rank in society.
You are so naive, impossibly misguided, and even worse, immune to common sense. I know you, Emma, and if you dare perceive she'll marry Mr. Elton, then you are more deranged than I believe.
Really, Knightley?
He will not be in love with someone unendowed with relations, rank, or property, to say nothing of some sense. He will not be in love. But what is truly sad, because of you, your friend may lose what hope of love she had.
I don't care to hear your opinion.
No, I'm sure you don't. But I cannot acquit you, though I take no pleasure in my scorn. And yes, it's oddly true, Miss Smith and Mr. Martin can live out their lives without the help of you. For your friend is in love, and though you have not deemed it or dreamed it or approved of it, that doesn't make it wrong. Yes, your friend is in love. Deny it, but it's true. You slight a man she loves who isn't good enough for you.
I don't know what you mean.
I think you do.
I never interfered.
I don't believe you, Emma.
You think you know my mind?
I do know your mind.
The perfect Mr. Knightley.
Emma.
Mr. Knightley.
Mr. Knightley.
Mr. Knightley. Mr. Knightley. You think you know it all, but sadly you're mistaken. You simply have no insight to the heart, all intellect and poise, with no romantic feelings, just temper, faulty platitudes and noise. You have not been in love, therefore you can scold me, or lecture me, or badger me. It is not your place. You have not been in love, and so I must declare that you are not to say a word.
A word's exactly what you need.
A syllable.
A reprimand.
An utterance.
Admonishment on a subject of which you will never fully be aware.
Did you not see the way he was looking at you?
I did not particularly notice Mr. Elton looking at me.
That is why it is so fortunate that I am here to notice these things for you.
Oh, Miss Woodhouse, I do so wonder that you should not be married, or going to be married, so charming as you are.
You are too kind, Harriet. But yes, it is a paradox.
Hartfield, nice touch, large frame, well done. Look close, tilt, lean.
Some things are best left unseen.
Harriet, in spite of my lack of talent, your beauty fills the room. Would you not agree, Mr. Elton?
On the contrary, Miss Woodhouse, it is your supreme skill that allows the grace and charm of Miss Smith to emerge from the canvas in such a wondrous fashion.
I think I'll have some brandy.
Perhaps I'll join you, Mr. Knightley. Harriet, why don't you keep Mr. Elton occupied?
I don't understand. Is this a portrait of someone we know?
You're not fooling anyone, you know.
Please, will you never give me the chance of being right? Must I always be in the wrong?
Emma, let's stop this quarreling and be friends again, shall we?
Yes, that is what I'd hope you'd say.
We mustn't stay enemies.
I agree completely. However, I must say a word or two more on the subject of which we last spoke.
Must you?
As far as good intentions go, we were both right, and I must say that I have yet to be proved wrong. I only want to know that Mr. Martin was not very bitterly disappointed.
No man was ever more so.
Well, then for that I am sorry. Come shake hands with me. Oh, it looks as though Mr. Elton and Miss Smith are discussing something rather intimate.
To be perfectly honest and candid, Miss Smith, I myself prefer beetroot to celery. I always have. Beetroot is excellent for one's digestion, if it is not too fibrous.
Ah, the eloquence of lovers.
Emma, we have news. A letter from Frank came this morning. He will be with us in a fortnight.
Is this true?
I am not yet convinced that his aunt can spare him.
He will come. This time, I'm sure of it.
You are both hopeful, but I fear Mrs. Churchill's poor health will delay the journey yet again.
Fret not, Mrs. Weston. This time is different. You'll see.
The idea of Frank Churchill has always interested me. If I were to ever marry, he's the very person to suit me in age, character, and condition. The esteemed Frank Churchill, the esteemed Frank Churchill, a very good-looking and dashing and noble young man. He was raised by Mr. Weston's sister, and for reasons nobody can understand, he took her name. She seems to have brought him up with the intention of never letting him go. The esteemed Frank Churchill, I have dreamed Frank Churchill, And yes, I've sworn against marriage, but frankly, for him, I could alter my plan. And though we've never met, my world is at his feet. I'm likely to like him, he's likely to like me. We're likely to be happy, should we ever meet. The esteemed Frank Churchill, the esteemed Frank Churchill. Oh, why has he never decided to come for a stay? I invent Frank Churchill, I lament Frank Churchill. Oh, doesn't he know there's a person who's here who will come to adore and obey? And because we've never met, his life is not complete. He's likely to like me, I'm likely to like him. We're likely to be happy, should we ever meet. He thinks his life is perfect, he thinks he's wild and free. But that's because in all the world he's not encountered me. But something soon to change, most practical conceit. I'm likely to like him, he's likely to like me. We're likely to be happy, positively happy. We're likely to be happy, should we ever meet.
Ah, Miss Woodhouse. I thought I might find you here, alone.
Yes, Mr. Elton, you startled me. I was just
I cannot
reading-
contain myself any longer.
Mr. Elton.
I've waited in agony to have this intimate moment with you.
I beg your pardon. We are not having an intimate moment.
I do not know where to begin. My heart is beating so fast, my pulse is racing. I am like a schoolboy.
And behaving like one, I might add.
Miss Woodhouse, Emma, certainly you have guessed how deeply I am in love with you and have been in love with you since the first moment I beheld you here at Hartfield. Please say that you will be my wife and make me the happiest man on earth. Please say that I will be blessed with your eternal obedience.
Mr. Elton, I fear you have had a little too much to drink.
Yes, I am drunk. Drunk with love, unequaled, passionate love for you.
I am very much astonished, Mr. Elton. Oh, you are confusing your affection for me with Miss Smith. I would be happy to deliver any message you might have for her.
Miss Smith? What would I have to do with Miss Smith when Miss Woodhouse, the very core of my affection, is standing so close to my soul?
Mr. Elton, your soul is mistaken. I have repeatedly witnessed your affection for my dear friend, Miss Smith.
Good heaven. I never once thought of Miss Smith but as your friend. Never cared whether she were dead or alive.
You never thought of Miss Smith?
Well, she's a very good sort of girl, and no doubt there are men who might not object to, well, we all have our level.
Oh, dear.
No, madam, my visits to Hartfield have been for you and you only.
Well, I'm exceedingly sorry, Mr. Elton, but it is well that the mistake ends where it does.
Are you saying you do not have feelings for me? I cannot believe that.
Mr. Elton, the sort of feelings I have for you now would be best not expressed.
I see.
Such an overthrow to everything I've been hoping for. And such a blow to Harriet. Well, at least I convinced her not to accept Mr. Robert Martin. There I was quite right. But there I should have stopped and left the rest to time and chance. The absurd Mr. Elton. By my word, Mr. Elton. A silly, detestable, odious, horrible man. What made him think that he could hope to marry me? Miss Woodhouse of Hartfield profoundly rejects you, for someone else expects you to be hers. I was grossly mistaken, Harriet. For that I cannot be forgiven.
Please, Miss Woodhouse. In truth of fact, I do not think I deserved a man as distinguished as Mr. Elton.
Oh, Harriet, I am convinced that of the two of us, you are the superior creature. My one consolation is that there is no necessity for anybody's knowing what has passed except the 3 principals. That is a cheering thought. And the weather is quite favorable for a visit with our dear friend Miss Bates. I am certain it will lift Harriet's spirits. Unfortunately, that means an encounter with the woman I most dislike in the world, Jane Fairfax.
Miss Woodhouse, Miss Smith, do you have some cake? Mother has hardly eaten any breakfast at all this morning. Just one small slice of bread without hardly any butter. And for dinner, I dare say, she had but a small piece of mutton. A piece of mutton. Mother!
When did you arrive, Miss Fairfax?
Just yesterday afternoon, my Miss Woodhouse. My aunt was so kind as to take me in.
And she plans to stay indefinitely.
I cannot put my finger on exactly why I dislike Miss Fairfax. Mr. Knightley thinks it is because I see in her the accomplished young woman I might be myself.
Jane did not grow up with her advantages, Emma. She has no fortune. She depends on our kindness.
But she rarely ever comes to Highbury, and whenever she does, there's always such a fuss made about her. She might learn from others the value of being humble.
Think of her situation. Parents lost, raised out of kindness by a family friend whose fortune will go to his only son.
Well, when you put it like that...
You would do well to learn from her example.
I hear you have not been well, Miss Fairfax.
Yes, a slight cold.
There'll be no more trips to the post office in the rain.
But I'm almost recovered now.
Sweet Jane. Her superiority, both in beauty and accomplishments, cannot be unfelt by those around her. Mother, do not eat that fig. Do you not agree, Miss Woodhouse?
Far be it for those with lesser charm and beauty to speculate, Miss Bates.
She is a wonder. Charming and poised, she seems to flatter, singing and painting beautifully. She prefers French to German, but her Latin is unrivaled, to be sure.
How many of her gifts must we endure?
Have a piece of cake, Mother, isn't it a treat? Jane is here to stay, let's everybody eat. Have a little port, Mother, mustn't go to waste. Jane is our guest, drink up, make haste.
If only I could bear the aftertaste.
Miss Woodhouse, your father was so kind to send over the hindquarter yesterday. Hartfield pork is unlike any other pork, but it is still pork. Mrs. Cole likes it nicely fried. Oh, and speaking of Mrs. Cole, she's just received a letter from guess who? Mr. Elton. He's in Bath. Oh, what a life he must be living. Oh, what a man he's come to be. One lucky lady will be his, a woman with a rather large estate.
One can only hope she takes the bait.
Half a piece of cake, mother, I can see him there. Conversing with a princess, slim and debonair. Lots of teeth are fake, mother, I can see him now. Baron and his daughter slowly bow. I can almost hear the wedding vow. Miss, don't be distressed. Mother does not digest figs well.
Miss Fairfax, you've been in Weymouth at the same time as Mr. Frank Churchill. Are you acquainted with him?
A little acquainted with him.
Having never met him myself, I am curious. Is he handsome?
I believe he's considered a very fine young man.
Yes, but is he agreeable?
He has generally thought so.
Is he sensible? Is he a man of information?
It is difficult to decide on such points. I believe everyone finds his manners pleasing.
What a pristine, annoying creature. What a stupendous, icy stare. Beautiful, yes, but something's lurking. I don't really want to know what's there. What a little minx. Visitors, beware. She's distant and boring. I don't like her day dress. And she's not a gentleman's daughter. I cannot improve her or form her opinions, though she seems to have none of her own. And I don't know her intention. She stirs my apprehension. She's stubborn in her repartee. And snobbery and arrogance only look good on me.
Mr. Elton is to be married.
Yes, Papa.
Indeed, there is no end to the sad consequences of happy couples.
You were once happy and married yourself. Can you not be happy now for others?
No. No, I cannot.
Yes,
Don't
Papa.
Are you sure you will never marry, my dear?
Of course not. I would never leave you.
That's what your sister said just before she married Mr. Knightley's brother.
Oh, Miss Woodhouse, what do you think has happened? I thought I should have fainted. I may faint still.
Harriet, what is it?
Well, I set out for Hartfield not an hour ago when it really started to pour down. So I stepped inside Ford's and took shelter in the shop. I sat there for a few minutes, waiting for the rain to subside, when all of a sudden, who do you suppose should come in? Miss Elizabeth Martin and her brother. Then they notice me. Miss Elizabeth Martin turns away while I keep sitting by the door, waiting for the rain to stop. I never felt so miserable and positively mortified when Miss Elizabeth Martin stands before me, puts her hand out cordially. I was all in a tremble, can't remember what we talked about. But then he slowly ambled over to me. I could feel my pulses racing. I don't know what happened next, but Mr. Robert Martin spoke to me, but I don't hear one word he says.
Well,
But he seems so nice. Mr. Robert Martin stood with me while we conversed most pleasantly.
I can brew me an ale.
What is your advice? Isn't he lovely? Isn't he charming and kind and good-natured and polite? Isn't he humble? Even Don't you agree?
Yes, Miss Elizabeth Martin and her brother are quite humble, I agree. Now there's no need to dwell on what is past. Let's look for what the future brings. And it could bring 1,000 things.
Yes, it could bring 1,000 things, but oh, the way he looks so nervous. Mr. Robert Martin bowed his head and then he said goodbye to me.
Goodbye.
There and all the rain, Mr. Robert Martin and his sister walked away so silently, slowly down the lane. Are they not lovely?
I have some
Are they not charming and kind and good-natured and polite? Isn't he humble? Even with dirt on his face, he has such an
Listen, please.
Don't you agree?
If I could finish the sentence, you see.
Sorry.
Mr. Elton is to be married. Now, I know this may come as a shock for the moment, but in time your heart and your pride will fully recover.
I see. That is news. Pity I did not hear of it sooner. For then I could have mentioned it in my conversation with Mr. Robert Martin as we stood there talking like no time had passed.
Oh, dear.
Nearly like a dream. Mr. Robert Martin holds his head up even when his heart's distressed. Such a decent man, such an awful shame. I can't marry him. But I'm sure Miss Whitehouse knows what's best. Yes.
Mr. Frank Churchill's arrival in Highbury continued to be a figment of everyone's imagination. Mrs. Weston was exceedingly disappointed, even more so than Mr. Weston, as she saw nothing but a repetition of excuses and delays. But then everything wore a different air, and the morning of an interesting day arrived.
Emma, I told you he would come. May I introduce you to my son, Mr. Frank Churchill.
Miss Woodhouse, at last we meet.
Mr. Churchill, what a pleasure. I was beginning to think you did not exist.
I was beginning to think the same ill.
I felt immediately that I should like him. I have heard your name spoken so often, I feel as though we are already old friends.
Well, I hope that we can now make such promise possible. Perhaps you would be kind enough to show me around Highbury.
I would, indeed.
How I have longed for this day, my dearest friend and my husband's son.
Very well stated, Mrs. Weston.
Thank you, Mr. Weston.
Shall we?
With pleasure.
Am I wrong in indulging of the hope of the two of them together?
Perhaps, but what harm could come of it?
Miss Woodhouse, what is this place?
That is Ford's. First in size and fashion. To be a citizen of Highbury, you must buy something at Ford's.
Then I must make myself its most frequent patron while I'm here.
You'll have to compete with Mrs. Weston for that honor. But tell me, what do you think of Jane Fairfax? Did you see her often in Weymouth?
I saw her a little.
I dare say you answer as discreetly as she herself.
She always seemed a bit pale for my liking. She rather looks like she's ill. A most deplorable complexion.
Oh, tish tish. Now there I would not agree. Let us just say that she is not your taste. Do you admire her, aside from her complexion?
I cannot separate Miss Fairfax from her complexion.
She was always so reserved. I could somehow never quite attach myself to her.
It is a most deplorable quality. There's always safety in reserve, but never attraction. Miss Woodhouse, what is that?
That is the Crown Inn. It used to be a ballroom, but now it is merely a gentleman's club. I'm afraid there are not enough young people in Highbury to inspire dancing.
Then we'll just have to inspire dancing ourselves.
You speak as if you intend to stay, Mr. Churchill.
I'm finding reasons to extend my visit here at every moment. It feels like home. The air is warm. It takes my breath in this, my country. It feels like home. The sky is white. The people quaint. My heart is lifted, for here I walk in streets of morning dew. For here I walk with you.
And now that he is here, I have not one regret.
Feels like home.
He's likely to like me.
It takes my breath.
Likely to be happy.
It feels like home.
Positively happy.
We're likely to be happy now that we have met.
I heard you had the pleasure of meeting the esteemed Frank Churchill.
Yes, now there is a gentleman. Perfect manners, perfect looks. I've tried, but I can't find fault with him.
Really? I heard he rode all the way into London yesterday merely to have his hair cut. Just a trifling silly fellow I took him for. But I suppose you approve of such foppery and nonsense?
I see no point in discussing it. We shall never agree.
That is nothing extraordinary.
Did you hear? Mr. Knightley sent a car for Jane Fairfax and Miss Bates.
Knightley is a gentleman, and he is simply acting appropriately.
The more I think of it, the more probable it appears.
The more probable what appears?
It is my belief that Mr. Knightley is infatuated with Jane Fairfax, and she with him.
Nonsense! He's a committed bachelor.
Perhaps, but I stand by my claim. See the consequence of your company?
Oh, my dear Mrs. Weston, do not take to matchmaking. You do it very ill.
Emma, might you favor us with some music?
Surely you would prefer to ask another guest without the limitations of my musical prowess.
Well, we could always ask Miss Fairfax.
Oh, I suppose I could indulge in this one small request. Well, I played it perfectly yesterday. Sweet Sister Mary, golden hair, she walks in fields of proud red roses. Sweet Sister Mary takes my hand. What is he saying to Jane Fairfax? I wish I had some talent. Why is she leaning on him? Is this a match? I hate my voice. I wish I played a little better. It would hide my utter shame.
Sweet Sister Mary, golden hair, the sunlight glistens all around her.
He's so attentive, and perhaps he finds me charming, fair and modest. And it's appealing, I admit, and attachment to him. Why should I not indulge in the thought? Clearly, he finds me irresistible and holds me in esteem. Why is she standing up? Good God, she's coming over here. She's playing now. want a wife. He's not the type, then why is he looking at her? Why am I looking at him? Looking at her?
She plays well, does she not?
Only if you enjoy that polished, extremely gifted sort of talent.
Come, Emma, why is it that you so dislike her?
I do not dislike her. I've simply chosen not to form an attachment to her. One can never guess what she is thinking.
Yes, I know the feeling. Sweet Sister Mary tries my patience. It's not her fault you play so poorly.
Mr. Robert Martin and his sister cross my mind so frequently.
I have quite enough praise for Miss
But
Fairfax.
we never speak.
Her voice is lovely.
Mr. Robert Martin and his sister do not pay much mind to
It feels like home.
what they think.
It
Are
feels
they
like
not
home. The air is pure. The people quaint. My heart is lifted. For here I stand with friends and family. For here I stand with you.
He likes me, I'm certain. He pays such attention. For I am a gentleman's daughter. We all need a partner, and I'm no exception. I just didn't know until now. Love is enigmatic, it amazes and surprises, but fate improvises if we don't step in. But am I really ready to accept the invitation? I have the provocation, but will I resist? I dare not rebel. If he is my fate, then I might as well. And yes, other people's pleasure will always be my leisure. But why pass such pleasure alone? A match that I most like to make should rightly be my own.
What's a pair? How they grow? Who could make such a match? Who would know? For she has no pretense, just pride.
Woodhouse!
Oh, Mr. Churchill, what a lovely surprise. I've been longing to tell you about the preparations for our ball.
Ah, yes, I wanted to speak to you about the ball. My aunt is unwell and urges my return to London, without delay.
How horrid. I mean, for your aunt. I suppose our pool ball must be quite given up.
Only for a short time. Perhaps I'll return in the fall.
May I ask, Mr. Churchill, might you have arrived sooner had you had known how much you would have enjoyed the company of the people of Highbury?
A great deal sooner, if I had realized how much I would have enjoyed the company of one very particular person in Highbury. Miss Woodhouse, surely you can read my intentions.
I am not sure I can, Mr. Churchill.
Miss Woodhouse, I must make a confession to you.
Must you?
These last few weeks, you must know the joy I feel being in the presence of someone you hold dear, someone you long to tell.
Oh, look who it is! Mr. Weston, we were just speaking of you.
I'm afraid it's time to go, son.
Dear Miss Woodhouse, it seems that fate has conspired against us, at least for now.
He is more in love with me than I thought. He was about to tell me so when his father burst in. And I suppose I must in turn be in love with him. This sensation of listlessness, stupidity, this dull disinclination to sit down and employ myself. So this is how love feels. Quiet, pensive, most polite. And I don't have a fever, I'm perfectly calm. I didn't think it would feel like that. But this is how love feels. No surprises but to say I am somewhat surprised to be fully composed. I expected perhaps to be more indisposed. But this is how love feels. And although there are no lightning bolts to paint my sky, no waves to crash my shore, I am quite enough in love and most content. And I should not want for more. No, I should not want for more. So this is how love feels. Even-tempered quietude. There is nothing unusual stirring in me. I didn't think it would feel like that. But this is how love feels. Not like any poet's verse. Although Byron insisted that love was a curse. And Shakespeare's young lovers had fates even worse. But this is how love feels. And it would be completely strange and more than odd for my heart not to soar. Therefore I must be in love, there is no doubt. And I should not want for more. No, I should not want for
This
more.
must be how love feels. I'm so uplifted, so inspired. Her careful composure, her elegant shape. The depth of her beauty leaves my mouth agape. This must be how love feels. Her nuances awaken me, delight my eyes. When will she be my bride? If only we could tell the world how much we feel, then we would not have to hide a love we've been denied.
Oh,
Oh. Hello, Miss Smith.
Mr. Martin.
Pardon, I was just...
I didn't think.
I don't mean...
Yes.
I was only... Well...
Oh.
There's no rain.
No, quite pleasant, actually.
Last time we spoke, there was rain.
Yes, I recall.
Oh, and I read that Pride and Prejudice. I wouldn't recommend it.
Thank you.
Walnut.
How very kind indeed.
I remembered you was fond of them.
Oh, I have only grown more so. Mr. Robert Martin always says the sweetest things when chance we meet. Isn't he a dear? Mr. Robert Martin cannot have my heart, but as to why that is, still remains unclear. But I trust Miss
Have a fine
Woodhouse. She is my mentor and friend. She would not lead me astray.
It's so nice to see your face.
But even with
Harry,
dirt on his face, he has such an air of grace.
I mean, Miss Smith.
But she does not agree.
Mrs. Elton was first seen in church. 1,000 vexatious thoughts entered my head as I prepared myself to meet the woman who thought it a good idea to marry Mr. Elton. One hears she is very well satisfied with herself and thinks much of her own importance.
Miss Woodhouse! Such a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. Mr. E has spoken of you often.
Mrs. Elton, I cannot express my anticipation of meeting you at last. We are so delighted to welcome you to Highbury.
Yes! I have heard it said on more than one occasion that my particular charms are of benefit to any community of high standing.
Vanity must always be forgiven, you know, because there is no hope of a cure.
Mother sends her regrets, and she'll be so sorry to have missed the opportunity to make a fuss over Mr. E's new bride.
Oh, dear me. Please do not make a fuss on my behalf. I'm simply trying to enjoy the modest attentions that come from being an elegant and beautiful wife.
She's a rare jewel, is she not?
Please don't make a fuss in front of the others, Mr. E. They must come to recognize my amenities on their own.
I believe we are beginning to see them now, Mrs. Elton.
Ghastly woman. Who invited her?
Oh, Miss Fairfax, I hear you are seeking employment. I shall endeavor to find you a situation.
Oh, you needn't bother on my account, Mrs. Elton.
Nonsense. I shall take you under my wing and make you my pet.
Thank you, Mrs. Elton, but that is hardly necessary.
I think Miss Fairfax is quite right. Shall we have some brandy?
Oh, Knightley! I hear that Box Hill is famous for its strawberry beds, and such weather for exploring.
Not until spring, I should think.
Name your day. You may depend on me to make all of the arrangements. Married women, you know, may be safely authorized to invite the guests.
Mrs. Elton, there is but one married woman in the world I would ever allow to invite guests to my estate.
Mrs. Weston, I suppose.
No, Mrs. Knightley. And until she is in being, I shall manage such matters myself.
Such a humorist.
Emma, we have news. Frank is returning to Highbury.
Ah, rejoice.
My sister thinks London's too cold for her, so she is to move south for the season without any time of loss.
Emma, perhaps now we can have our ball.
Yes.
Yes! Splendid idea. May I dare say, in honor of the new addition to Highbury?
In any case, we shall all be happy to see Frank again.
Strange. His absence seems to have produced in me a sort of indifferent effect. The esteemed Frank Churchill, I have dreamed Frank Churchill, and yet in the end I don't care if I see him or not. I don't want Frank Churchill. I don't love Frank Churchill. I thought that I did, but I don't even like him a lot.
Mr. Woodhouse, this is brilliant indeed. Excellently contrived. Upon my word, it is quite like meeting in fairyland.
Yes, if Fairyland had a draft.
Did we not succeed in enlivening this stuffy old hall? I myself am quite impressed with our efforts.
You do know how to throw a party, Emma. I'll give you that.
It is not a party, it's a ball.
Call it what you like. It's still going to be a dull evening.
You're not planning on being difficult tonight, are you?
It's my right to be difficult. I dislike small talk and I detest dancing. It is a testament to our friendship that I am even here.
Dancing is an art, Knightley, and I am sure you would look very gentlemanly and graceful if you ever took the trouble.
A complete waste of time.
What's a waste of time, pray tell?
Haircuts.
Miss Woodhouse, I declare you have outdone yourself.
Mr. Churchill, Highbury is honored to have you with us this evening.
It is indeed another opportunity to become acquainted with its inhabitants.
Well, there is a new inhabitant you have no doubt heard spoken of.
Yes, I do admit to having a great curiosity to meet Mrs. Elton.
She is like no other, I assure you.
Which one is she?
She is there standing with Jane Fairfax. Who would have thought I would feel sorry for her?
Perhaps I should stroll over and introduce myself. I'm sure Miss Fairfax wouldn't mind an interruption in the conversation. And then, Miss Woodhouse, I shall return. and make good on my promise of a dance.
I shall be waiting. Poor lad. He's still obviously quite in love with me. And yet my own attachment has subsided into a mere nothing.
A great success, don't you think?
Not entirely. Harriet is still the only girl without a partner.
Yes, poor thing. I'm sure she will be asked.
Disaster if she is not.
Allow me to ease your worries. I know a person who is quite suitable to be Harriet's partner, at least for one dance. Another dance, Mr. Elton?
It would give me very great pleasure to dance with an old friend such as yourself, Mrs. Weston.
I am not referring to myself, Mr. Weston, but there is a young lady, disengaged, whom I would very much like to see dancing. Miss Smith.
Miss Smith? Oh, I had not observed. You are extremely obliging, Mrs. Weston. And if I were not an old married man, I could accommodate her, I'm sure. But I'm afraid I've already committed to another partner. If you'll excuse me.
Insufferable man! Harriet is too good for him, too good for us all. She is my superior in warmth and kindness, and at least I know that Harriet will carry her disappointment with dignity and grace.
Humiliation, what a pathetic, embarrassing, pitiful sight. Humiliation, but other than that, it's a beautiful night for throwing yourself into cold, freezing water to die. La, 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 la. Humiliation, I'm somewhat unbearably horrified, standing alone. Humiliation, still a delightful crowd, is that Moet and Chandon. I'll drink the whole bottle and vomit on somebody's gown. La, 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 la. Shame, disgrace, and rejection can taint a woman's complexion, reducing her romantic chances. And there she stands and waits, but never dances. Humiliation, is just me, or is everyone looking my way? Mortification, but other than wanting to die, it's a lovely soiree. And aside from the anguish and torment, I've had a good time. La, 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 la.
I thought you said dancing was a waste of time.
I was provoked.
Your dancing proved to be just what I had thought, both graceful and elegant.
Well, it was a most unpardonable rudeness on Mr. Elton's part.
I do own myself to having been completely mistaken in Mr. Elton. There is a littleness about him in which you discovered, and in which I did not.
Well, in turn for your acknowledging so much, I will do you the justice to say that you would have chosen for him better than he has chosen for himself. Miss Harriet Smith has some first-rate qualities that Mrs. Elton is totally without.
Come, let us go back.
And with whom will you be dancing next?
With you, if you will ask me. We are not really so much brother and sister to make it all improper.
Indeed, we are not. I know it's not improper for us to dance. It hardly is a scandal, Miss Bates has no opinion. And though we are related by circumstance, you are not my sister, and I'm surely not your brother, but my brother and your sister have 3 children. It's confusing. Emma, I'm helpless in your grace. I see your kindred face when I close my eyes. Emma, the dawn breaks with your smile, and for just a while I am comforted. And if I never hold you, if I never touch you, if I never have the chance to quite express what I'm most hopeful of, then I will never know love. You don't want me to marry, yet show no sign of anything but fondness for the friend you've known the longest. And yes, I'm slightly wary to cross that line. For what if it upset you? It would stain my pride forever, and I don't know what you'd say or how you'd act. Would it be foolish? Emma, the heart wants what it wants, and it haunts me constantly when I'm with you. Emma, my soul lies at your feet. I have been discreet, but now I'm overdue. And if I never hold you, if I never touch you, if I never have the chance to quite express what I'm most hopeful of, then I will never know love. We'll never know joy. We'll never know what it's like to stroke your hair and feel your skin against my skin. What is this endless dance we're in? Emma, I've held this back too long. Tell me, is it wrong to be in love with you? Emma, the dawn breaks with your smile, and maybe for a while I am comforted. And if I never hold you, if I never touch you, if I never have the chance to quite express what I'm most hopeful of, then I will never know. I will never know love.
Miss Woodhouse?
Mr. Churchill, Harriet, what has happened?
She fainted, but I think she is nearly recovered now.
Oh, Miss Woodhouse, it was terrible, awful.
What happened?
Well, I was taking the road to Richmond when I was suddenly and most inconveniently attacked by thieves and robbers.
Thieves and robbers? How ghastly.
If not for the miraculous and completely coincidental passing by of Mr. Churchill, I fear something dreadful should have become of my person.
They were mostly little children, looking for ribbons.
Villainous little creatures.
Oh, dear.
Thank you, Mr. Churchill, thank you. Whatever can I do to repay such an act of chivalry and kindness?
He likes her, she likes him. I could be a genius. They're perfect, and simply I know I've had enough of interference. I shall not stir step nor drop a hint.
If you'll excuse me, ladies.
Miss Woodhouse, for all we have been through, I feel it is my duty to have no reserves with you on a particular subject. Mr. Elton, I assure you I shall shed no more tears for him. I can see nothing at all extraordinary in him now. Oh, yes, Miss Woodhouse, I am quite an altered creature, and this is the last I shall speak of Mr. the Vicar of Highbury.
Oh, Harriet, I am sure that when you do marry, you will be fully appreciated for the delightful creature you are.
I shall never marry.
Never marry? This is a new resolution.
It is one that I shall never change.
I hope it is not in compliment to the Vicar of...
Mr. Elton? No, indeed. He is so superior to Mr. Elton.
He?
I've already said too much.
I think I can guess your meaning. The person whom you would prefer to marry might be too greatly your superior to think of you. Is this not so?
Believe me, Miss Woodhouse, I have not the presumption he could be at all attached to me. But it is a pleasure to admire him at a distance.
I am not at all surprised. The service he rendered you was enough to warm your heart.
The very recollection of it. The moment I saw him coming, his noble look, my wretchedness before. In one moment, such a change, from perfect misery to perfect happiness. But I am not so mad as to believe he has a thought of me.
Harriet, more wondrous things have taken place. There have been matters of greater disparity. Miracles have happened, stranger things have happened. Love can be surprising, abrupt and unexpected. Miracles have happened, stranger things have happened. Cressida and Troilus found love without allowance. Truth is stranger than fiction. There is no blame. Let's make a promise not to speak his name. And yes, there are objections, obstacles abounding. He is quite your better.
Would he make concessions?
But if he should grow to love you, it would not be surprising. Men can be persuaded.
Miracles can happen.
We can all choose our partners.
There is no blame. Let's make a promise not to speak his name.
I give you caution now. Make sure that his love is returned to you. But I pledge I shall never discuss this again. For I swear I am determined against all interference, an oath to which there must be adherence.
For we have been mistaken, in the past we were mistaken, but now we both know better.
We just mind our business, but if he should love you, it would not be surprising. Newton learned the earth.
Galileo saw the heavens.
Still, what are the chances? We can't explain. Let's make a promise not to ruminate
or over speculate
things that just happen by fate.
For miracles can happen,
we don't take them lightly.
Perhaps my miracle will be Mr. Knightley.
Miss Woodhouse, I was quite determined to return to London until you invited me to be here today.
Well, we are delighted you choose to be with us, Mr. Churchill.
I am here because you commanded me to be here and for no other reason.
It is best to believe your temper under your own commandment, not mine.
It comes to the same thing, does it not?
Harriet, why don't you keep Mr. Churchill occupied?
Oh, I'm quite content sitting beside Mr. Knightley. Thank you.
And I beside Miss Woodhouse. Are you comfortable in your current seated position, Miss Fairfax?
Oh, yes, quite, Mr. Churchill. Thank you so much for inquiring.
Not at all.
But perhaps you yourself are not as comfortable as you appear.
Nor is any man, Miss Fairfax.
Mr. Knightley, you are always being humble. That can be so tedious.
Well, I have good news. My dear friend, Mrs. Suckling, offers our dear Jane a desirable position as governess that I think shall suit her quite well. I'm wild for the offer.
Thank you, Mrs. Elton, but I am at present still not inclined to pursue any offers of employment. I'm quite happy in my present state.
Nonsense, Jane. Offers such as the one from Mrs. Suckling do not appear very often.
It appears that your kind offer is unaccepted, Mrs. Elton, and I say that in utter indifference to Mrs. Suckling.
Mr. E., what do you have to say on my behalf?
A most appealing frock, my dear.
I assure you, Mrs. Elton, I'm quite content.
How content she must be to form such a close alliance with Mr. Knightley. Miss Woodhouse, isn't Jane fortunate to receive the kindness and affection of Mr. Knightley?
Perhaps Mr. Knightley would like to express these affections himself.
Emma.
Well, if we are truly speaking of our affections, then I would like to express mine. For Miss Woodhouse.
Mr. Churchill.
What's that, Miss Woodhouse? A game. Very well, if you insist. Miss Woodhouse demands from each of you either one thing very clever, or two things moderately clever, or three things very dull indeed. And she engages to laugh heartily at them all.
I've demanded nothing of the sort.
These sorts of things do well at Christmas, but are quite out of place in the summer. Do you not agree, Mr. E?
I do indeed. Although I've always rather enjoyed games in the summer. Of course, not this summer.
Oh, very well. 3 things very dull indeed. That will just do for me, you know. I shall be sure to say 3 dull things as soon as ever I open my mouth, shan't I? Do you not all think I shall?
But there may be a difficulty, Miss Bates, as you will be limited to only 3 in number.
Yes, I see what she means. I must try to hold my tongue. I must make myself very disagreeable. She would not have said such a thing to an old friend.
I was not so bad. I dare say she did not understand me.
I can assure you she felt your full meaning.
I know there is not a better creature in the world than Miss Bates, but you must allow that what is good and what is ridiculous are most unfortunately blended in her.
Were she a woman of fortune, I would leave her every harmless absurdity to take its chance, but her situation should have secured your compassion, Emma. It was badly done. Why am I surprised? I've been fooled before. You are still a child. It was badly done. And what makes it worse? You should have known better. You should have known better.
Miss Woodhouse.
Oh, good afternoon, Miss Fairfax. I was hoping your aunt might spare me a moment. I have something I wish to say to her.
I'm afraid she and Mrs. Bates have gone to the Coles. Do stay.
Well,
Please, Miss Woodhouse. I'm quite glad you're here, Miss Woodhouse. In truth, there's something I wish to tell you.
Please, Miss Fairfax, before you say anything...
No, please, I must.
I believe I can guess what it is you wish to say.
Miss Woodhouse?
I admit to being ashamed of my conduct towards you.
Oh. Miss Woodhouse, I merely meant to give you news.
News?
Mrs. Churchill has died and Frank has just returned to London.
Oh dear, I'm sorry.
Yes, but I'm afraid that is not the news to which I'm referring.
No.
Miss Woodhouse, Mr. Churchill and I are engaged to be married.
So sorry. I thought I just heard you say that you and Mr. Churchill were engaged to be married.
We have been secretly long engaged. Only the passing of his aunt has made it possible for us to reveal our engagement.
Good Lord.
So it is I who must apologize to you, Miss Woodhouse, especially on behalf of Mr. Churchill.
Indeed, I am stunned. That is many little matters are laid open.
I have been in agony, Miss Woodhouse, to tell anyone. But Mrs. Churchill was such a proud woman, she could never approve our union.
Oh, my dear Miss Fairfax, I can now imagine how I must have appeared in your eyes when all this time I believed you to be my rival.
I'd always hoped we'd choose to become better acquaintances, Miss Woodhouse. We've known each other from children to women.
And now as friends. Oh, she's not so terribly bad. I suppose a little happiness is due her after all.
It feels like home.
It feels like home.
The air is warm.
My heart is full.
The sky is wide. My heart is lifted. And we are free to be with family. And those we most hold dear.
Oh no, Harriet!
Frank Churchill, engaged to Jane Fairfax. It is not possible.
Those were my words exactly.
I cannot believe it.
Those were my words as well.
Well, I hope that they shall be quite happy together. Had you any idea? You who can see into everybody's heart?
How can you ask me that question when it was I who was encouraging you to give way to your own feelings? You can be well assured that if I had known, I would have cautioned you accordingly.
Me? Why should you caution me? You do not think that I care about Frank Churchill.
Do you mean to deny it?
Oh, Miss Woodhouse, how could you mistake me? I know we agreed never to name him, but considering how infinitely superior he is to everyone else, I should have not thought it possible that I could be supposed to mean Frank Churchill.
Well, whom do you mean?
It is you who have encouraged me. At first, I did not believe such an attachment possible. But stranger things have happened, that is what you told me.
Harriet, let us understand each other now without the possibility of any further mistake. Are you speaking of Mr. Knightley?
To be sure I am.
My dearest Harriet, I perfectly remember speaking of your wonderment at the service Mr. Churchill rescued you. The sensation you felt when he rescued you.
Oh, my dear Miss Woodhouse, it was not the thieves and robbers to which I was referring. No. I was thinking of a much more precious circumstance. Of Mr. Knightley's coming and asking me to dance when Mr. Elton would not stand up with me. That was the service which made me begin to feel how superior he was to every other person in the world.
Good Lord, this has been a most unfortunate, most deplorable mistake. What is to be done?
A mistake? Why should something be done?
Harriet.
You must think he is 500 million miles above me, Miss Woodhouse. And why should you not? I'm the natural daughter of nobody. Why should he give me a thought? I'm the natural daughter of nobody, and I should settle for crumbs on the table, be grateful for what I have got. That's what you're thinking, that's your implication. Well, I don't accept that, I'm bound to my station, and I don't agree. Just because he's Mr. Knightley of Donwell Abbey, he's too good for me.
Harriet, have you any idea of Mr. Knightley returning your affection?
Yes, I must say that I have. Now I seem to feel that I might deserve him.
Why is it so much worse that Harriet should be in love with Mr. Knightley than with Frank Churchill? Mr. Knightley, Mr. Knightley, Mr. Knightley, Mr. Knightley. He is just my friend, a member of the family, always there whenever I'm in need. Dependable and fair, yet difficult and brooding. If there's something more, I'm unaware. I cannot be in love. It is not convenient or preferable or practical. It does not make sense. I cannot be in love. That would be too grim. I cannot imagine I could feel that way for him. No, it's too absurd. No one would believe it. He has been around me all my life. But why do I feel weak and suddenly distracted, longing to be bored by his critique? I cannot be in love. It is not what I intended or counted on or bargained for. That was not the plan. I cannot be in love. That would be so wrong. I cannot believe that I have loved him all along. Oh, but Harriet, why is my blood gone cold? I've seen him look at her. Why must this be so hard? It is only Mr. Knightley. Mr. Knightley. Mr. Knightley. Mr. Knightley. Mr. Knightley. Impossible and strange, yet obvious as daybreak, conclusive, indisputable and clear. My heart is now set free, and he must not pursue her when it's plain that he should marry me. Yes, I'm madly in love, and though it's not convenient, it's wonderful, it's torturous. I think I may have hives. Yes, I'm sadly in love, for there's no guarantee that there might be but half a chance that he's in love with. Anything can happen. He's in love with. Stranger things have happened.
It was so thoughtful, really.
What was?
The letter I received from your son, Frank.
What letter?
I mentioned it this morning. Were you not listening, Mr. Weston?
Indeed, I was not, Mrs. Weston. What does he write?
He declares his regret for his shameful behavior towards our dear Emma.
Hear, hear.
Had he not been convinced of her indifference, he never would have indulged in such selfishness.
Good lad.
In fact, he was within a moment of confessing the truth to her at Hartfield when you yourself interrupted them, my love.
Ah, So the blame lies with me.
Of course.
Very well then.
He is impatient for my reply.
And what will you write?
That he is forgiven, of course, and of my news, Mr. Weston.
And what news is that, Mrs. Weston?
I am with child.
With unpardonable arrogance, I believed I had the secret of everyone's feelings. With insufferable vanity, I proposed to arrange everyone's destiny. I have been proven to be universally mistaken, and even worse, I have done mischief. It was badly done, I was such a fool, it was so naive. Now I'm mortified, it was badly done, and what makes it worse, I should have known better.
Oh, Miss Woodhouse, we were so long without your company, and you really are dear to have apologized for that particular day, but I can assure you it is not necessary.
On the contrary, Miss Bates, my remark was rude and thoughtless. You are too dear a friend to let that go unattended.
Oh, dear me. Please do not make a kerfuffle on my account.
Well, at least I have made my peace with Miss Bates. That was well done of me. Oh, but if only Mr. Knightley could have been here to witness my humility and thoughtfulness. Surely he would no longer think ill of me. Could it be possible he is thinking of Harriet Smith? How ghastly. And if Harriet believes Mr. Knightley could be attached to her, and if indeed he is, it is all my undoing.
Humiliation, now you can know what it feels like to suffer in shame. Humiliation, there's no one else in England but yourself to blame. And aside from the anguish and torment, how does it feel? La, 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 la.
Oh dear, and I was the one who encouraged her she should have feelings for him. Now Mr. Knightley has gone to his brother's house in London with no word of when he may return. Mr. Knightley?
Emma,
So you've returned then?
apparently.
I trust your trip was a pleasant one?
Oh, yes, indeed. Most pleasant.
And how are your brother and my sister?
Both well, very well. They send the best to you and your father.
The children?
Very well indeed.
How nice.
Yes.
Well.
Very good.
Well then,
Emma,
Mr. Knightley,
I have heard the news
the news.
of Frank Churchill's engagement to Jane Fairfax. That is why I've returned early from my stay.
Oh yes, you were probably less surprised than any of us.
Time will heal your wound, Emma. He is a scoundrel, there can be no doubt of that now.
You are very kind, but you are mistaken. My only regret was that I was not in on the secret earlier.
Well, I confess I could never assure myself as to the degree of what you felt.
I have never been attached to Frank Churchill. My vanity was flattered, but he has not injured me.
He is a most fortunate man. Everything turns out for his good. He behaves abominably, yet with no cost to himself. He meets a young woman, gains her affection, his aunt is in the way, his aunt dies. He treats everybody ill, and they are all persuaded to forgive him. He is a most fortunate man indeed.
You speak as if you envied him.
I do. In one respect, he is very much the object of my envy. You will not ask me what the point is of my envy. You are determined to have no curiosity. Emma, I must now tell you what you will not ask.
No! Don't speak it. Take a little time. Consider your thoughts. Do not commit yourself.
If you do not wish to hear the words I mean to speak, you must only to tell me and I will go.
Just say what you must and let us be done with it.
I will say what I must, because it comes from my heart, not because I wish to cause you distress. In fact, the very opposite is true. Emma, I cannot make speeches. You know who I am. You hear nothing but the truth from me. I have blamed you and lectured you, and you have borne it as no other woman in England would have borne it. So, please, bear with the truths I tell you now. Emma, I'm helpless in your grace. I see your kindred face when I close my eyes. Emma, the dawn breaks with your smile, and for just a while I am comforted. And if I never hold you, if I never touch you, if I never have the chance to quite express what I'm most hopeful of, then I will never know love. Will never know joy. Will never know what it's like to stroke your hair and feel your skin against my skin. What is this endless dance we're in? Emma, I've held this back too long. Tell me, is it wrong to be in love with you? Emma, my soul lies at your feet. I have been discreet, but now I'm overdue. Tell me, if I might have any reason to hope of you ever returning my love.
But my dearest man, I do not know that I believe I deserve your love. I have made a folly of everything, mistaken on every count. Can you really love someone so terribly flawed as I?
What of me? I could not bear you showing any attention to Frank Churchill, so I made up my mind to go away to my brother's house to save myself. But I went to the wrong place.
You came back to me.
Yes, best of all creatures. Faultless, in spite of all your faults. Emma, I've known you all your life. Will you be my wife and bring me happiness?
Yes, Mr. Knightley. Yes, I am yours happily and completely.
Will you not call me by my given name?
No, I will not.
Why will you not?
Because I cannot call you George.
But that is my name.
It is a most unfortunate name. I will continue to call you Mr. Knightley, and on the occasion when you are being disagreeable, I will call you Knightley. But I cannot, under any foreseeable circumstances, ever call you George.
Emma, you mock me even now.
Of course. What a better time.
Shall we tell your father the unhappy news?
Oh no, Harriet!
Emma!
This is most distressing. Most distressing indeed.
Papa, please try to understand.
And you say this was decided weeks ago?
3 weeks ago, to be exact. We delayed telling you. Shall we have some brandy?
Papa, you did not think I would stay unmarried forever.
Yes. Yes, I did. You quite said as much.
Oh, yes, I did, didn't I? Oh, but Mr. Knightley and I are so happy. Can you not be happy for us, Papa?
No. No, I cannot. I do not see the sense in young people getting married. It is the most annoying inconvenience.
But Papa, Mr. Knightley has offered to live here with us at Hartfield, so you see I will not be leaving you after all.
Mr. Knightley will live here?
If you will allow it.
Oh dear. I don't know. I don't like change.
But Mr. Knightley is here every day already.
Miss Woodhouse.
Miss Smith, we haven't seen you for quite some time.
Please, Papa, consider it.
You are always here, aren't you, Mr. Knightley?
Indeed, I am. I don't suppose you would ever consider calling me George.
George? Good Lord.
Miss Woodhouse.
Harriet, it's good to see you.
I hope you do not mind that I came. I received your letters, but I wanted to tell you in person how glad I am for your happiness.
Do you really mean it?
Yes, with all my heart, I do, Miss Woodhouse.
I am so relieved to hear it, and yet I am so ashamed of my own conduct that I do not know if I can be wholly forgiven.
I'm afraid it is I who must ask for your forgiveness, Miss Woodhouse.
Harriet, what do you mean?
Well, it was all a happy coincidence. We happened to be seated together, quite by chance, at a small gathering at Mrs. Coe's.
I am not exactly sure what it is you are telling me.
Miss Woodhouse, I am to be married.
Married? This is wonderful news. Oh, but you still have not told me to whom.
Mr. Robert Martin asked me for the second time to be his wife. Gladly I agree.
Oh, Harriet.
Mr. Robert Martin never gave up hope that I'd return his love. And I have indeed, isn't it lovely? Oh, and I know you must be disappointed in me, Miss Woodhouse. And for that, I cannot blame you. And although you may wish never to see me again, I do hope that
you are wrong. I am deliriously happy for you both. I am your friend now, and I will be your friend always. But this time I am determined to be the sort of friend who does not interfere in the lives of those she truly loves.
Oh, Miss Woodhouse, I do not think it possible to be happier still than I already am.
I only ask one thing.
What is that?
That you bring Mr. Martin here to Hartfield, that I may shake his hand.
Yes, gladly.
And Harriet?
Yes, Miss Woodhouse?
Make sure he is wearing a clean shirt.
Mr. Robert Martin bowed his head and then he took her welcome hand. What a grand affair! Mr. Robert Martin never gave up hope that she'd return his love. Are they not a pair? Are they not lovely?
I made the match myself, for all to see. They're happy now by happenstance and a little help from me. Though I was wary at first, opinions and attitudes can be reversed.
Emma?
I made the match myself.
I think not.
In point of fact,
Sorry, no, they fell in love in spite of you is really more exact.
you're wrong again.
You're
and
insufferable and too
lucky you
naive.
have me
Yes,
too.
to interfere.
Let's just say you're lucky to have found me.
Lucky that you meddled, or we might not be together.
And yes, your brother and my sister have 3 children.
It's confusing.
Emma.
Mr. Knightley,
It would not be wrong to be